Hello, how are you? In this short video, we're gonna do a little bit of an intro to foreign exchange. Let's go. I love this picture depicting the elephant in the room. So what is this boy looking at? This boy is looking at the foreign exchange market. As you can see from this bubble, $5.1 trillion are traded each day in foreign exchange compared to a meager $257 billion in the US stock market. So the size of forex versus equities is that has nothing in common. While we have TV channels that talk about equities all day long, less attention is paid to a much bigger market, which is the forex. So let's talk a little bit more about that. Who plays? Well, this is basically a two-tier market. Client market or retail, which is you and I, small fish, small companies, in a big market, which is the wholesale, in which about 100 to 200 banks in the whole world are the ones that account for most of the trades. Here's where brokers and here's where big banks come and make market. We'll talk about this in a second. So we have banks, we have governments, we have central banks, dealers, brokers, etc. So what is a market maker, or the people on the top? These are people that are ready to buy and sell anytime. You don't have to, they're not in one position buying both positions. They're buying and sellers. Why do we need to have market makers? Well, this is important because these are the people that give liquidity to a market. Whether you're going to buy euros or sell euros, all the time, all these market makers will be ready to do business with you. So why is the US so popular here? It's so popular that it has 86% of the trades. Oh, by the way, have you added out all the percentages? Back on that later. The US is so popular for a number of reasons. Number one, a lot of things are priced in US dollars. For example, oil or commodities. When you buy them, you need to get dollars to pay for them. It is also a currency of reserve. Many countries have reserves in dollars. Have you figured out why the numbers don't add up? So take a look at this. If somebody in Chile or Argentina or Brazil wants to do business with Chad, it's very unlikely that you're going to find a direct way. It's a lot easier to go talk to a bank that deals with Chile USD or Argentina USD and then go to Chad than going directly. It's very unlikely that any bank in the world will have some person dealing between Chilean pesos and Chad currency. So very much like airlines have hubs, currencies are hubs. The euro is a big hub, the US dollar is the biggest hub. So what time is the foreign market open? The cool thing is that the market is open pretty much all day long. If you see early in the morning, depending on what time you're using, we get New York going in. Before that, London was open. There is a big overlap between London and New York, which is very good for trading. And as soon as New York goes out, then Sydney comes on, and then right up Tokyo, which are the biggest markets. So what this picture shows you is what we call cross rates. Cross rates are the biggest or major currencies. So the dollar, the euro, Japanese yen, British pound, Swiss franc, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, and Hong Kong dollar. Those are the majors. And we have, in this column, we have, for example, that 110 Japanese yen makes you buy $1. Or 0.7 pounds is $1. On the cross side, we have that $1.44 gives me 1 pound, or $1.24 give me 1 euro, or not even a penny will buy me a Japanese yen. We'll see more on this later, but this just gives you an idea of what is cross rates, because we have both dollars per currency or currency per dollar. You saw that there were a lot of decimals after that, right? So those decimals at the very end are called pips. So let's say that this is the rate of 1.3753 gives you a euro. This last digit here is a pip. So other examples of pips. And here, if you look at the euro dollar pair, this is the average pips ranges, how much it changes in either 1 day, 6 days, or 68 days. So it will tell you that there's a lot of fluctuation in the pound, Great Britain pound, and the dollar, more so in the US dollar with the Korean currency. And you can see some of the other currencies here as well, Czech koruna, etc. And some currencies are much more stable, like JPY looks like, or the dollar, or the euro, I'm sorry. So when is the market most active? Well, most active in terms of pips looks like it's London, right? In which currency? In the pair of Swiss franc during the London time. Then it seems to be pretty much even between the other markets. Again, what day of the week would be the market more open? It looks like Sunday is a pretty quiet day. Monday, not so much, but the action seems to be taking place on Tuesdays, on Wednesdays. So most people, or more of the action, or more of the changes in the pips take place Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Let's see another one. This is called the circadian rhythm of the FX market. So we have average movements, and then we have peak movements. And as you can see, there's definitely over the years kind of movement around this time. The time that Euro comes in, Asia goes out, America's coming in. So these are the times where the market is going to go. And then when it's 6 p.m. in New York, it's pretty much flat. So the market has more activity when there's London and New York going on. Okay, does it make sense?